Ever feel like you're herding cats? Keeping everyone on the same page when your franchise is growing.
Oh, yeah.
Like different locations, inconsistent branding, outdated training materials.
I've been there.
It can be a real headache. So what if I told you there's a system that could solve that? And even use AI to streamline the whole thing.
Sounds interesting.
That's what we're diving into today. Bootcamp Wissensmanagement.
Okay.
A program specifically designed for franchise businesses.
Uh-huh.
And from what I've read, it's not just about digitizing an old manual. It's a whole new approach to building what they call a digital franchise handbook.
That's right. It really is a comprehensive approach, blending technology, practical training, even personalized coaching, all to help build this dynamic digital franchise handbook.
So let's start there. What does building a digital franchise handbook even mean? Is it more than just scanning some PDFs?
Way more. You hit the nail on the head. It's not just about going paperless. This bootcamp dives deep. Like, how do you structure content? What digital tools do you need?
I see.
And how to integrate different media, videos, quizzes, that kind of thing. And get this, they even show you how to use AI to make content creation easier.
Hold on, AI for content creation.
Yeah.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Well, imagine this. You've got your current training manuals, right? You upload them, and the AI goes to work, analyzing them, figures out what's missing or outdated.
Wow.
And then, this is the crazy part, it suggests new stuff, like whole new modules based on the latest trends and best practices. So you basically have this constantly evolving knowledge base powered by AI.
So it's like having a team of experts behind the scenes, always keeping your materials up to date.
That's a great way to put it. And it frees you up from all that tedious revising and updating.
That's incredible. I bet that appeals to a lot of busy franchise owners.
I would say so.
Now, the bootcamp itself is structured a little differently, right? It's a mix of in-person and virtual sessions over a few days.
You got it. It's all about maximizing learning, but, without demanding all your time at once.
Makes sense.
So the in-person sessions are immersive, chance to network with other franchise owners.
I bet those are valuable.
But then you've got the virtual stuff for flexibility, fitting it around your schedule.
And they're pretty careful about who attends each session, right? Something about no direct competitors being in the same room.
Absolutely. They're big on trust and confidentiality.
Smart move.
Creates a safe space for everyone to talk openly about their challenges, share best practices.
Without worrying about spilling secrets to the competition.
Yeah, exactly. Really fosters a sense of community, encourages honest collaboration.
So it sounds like it's more than just attending a few sessions. It's about joining a community of franchise owners who are all striving for excellence and are willing to share their knowledge.
That's the idea. And speaking of valuable additions, did you see they include individual coaching sessions?
Oh yeah, that caught my eye. Especially when it comes to applying all this to your specific franchise.
Right. It's one thing to learn about it in theory.
Let's dive into those coaching sessions in more detail right after this.
But actually making it work for you, that's where the rubber meets the road, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because every franchise is different. There's no one-size-fits-all solution here.
Right. And that's where those coaches come in.
So what kinds of things do they actually help with?
Oh, all sorts of things. It could be tailoring the handbook to your industry, or making sure it matches your brand voice,
I see.
even helping you pick the right digital platforms, ones that work with your current systems. And then there's the whole user experience thing.
Right, making sure it's easy for your franchisees to use.
Exactly. It's not just about having the tech, it's about making sure people can actually use it.
So they're not just tech support. It sounds more like they're business consultants almost.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. They're there to help you think strategically about how this handbook can actually transform your whole operation.
Well, let's talk about that transformation. We've touched on efficiency, but what are some other real benefits that franchise owners can expect?
Okay, picture this. A new franchisee joins your network, right? Instead of mountains of paperwork, they log into this personalized dashboard.
Okay.
Sleek, intuitive, all built into the digital handbook. They see welcome videos from you, interactive training modules.
Nice.
All tailored to their role. They can even connect with other franchisees, ask questions, share advice.
Sounds like a much smoother onboarding process.
Right, and we're just getting started. Think about ongoing training and development, All your materials are right there, accessible from anywhere.
Convenient.
You can track their progress, see who needs extra help, even give personalized recommendations for learning more.
Oh, it's like a custom learning plan for every single franchisee.
Exactly. And this isn't just about individual learning, it's about creating a whole culture of knowledge sharing across your network.
I like that.
With the digital handbook, franchisees can easily find answers to their questions, get the latest info on brand standards,
Makes sense.
even share their own insights and tips.
Sounds almost like a social learning platform, but specifically for your franchise.
Great analogy. It builds community, encourages people to work together, make sure everyone's on the same page.
But there's another piece here that I find really interesting. The long-term impact of this shift to digital.
It's not just about being efficient or consistent, it's about empowerment. Think about it. Your franchisees are actively contributing to the knowledge base, sharing their best practices,
I see what you're saying.
even coming up with solutions to problems they encounter out in the field. That's a powerful network.
That's a really interesting point. It's not just top-down anymore. It's a real give and take. But isn't there a risk in relying so much on technology?
Oh, absolutely. What if the AI makes mistakes? What if people struggle with the digital side of things?
Those are valid concerns.
And the boot camp gets into all of that. They don't just throw you in the deep end with the tech.
So they understand that not every franchise owner is a tech whiz.
Exactly. They build in modules specifically on change management and digital adoption, teach you how to roll these tools out to your franchisees, how to support them, address any concerns.
That's key. You can have the best tech in the world, but if no one uses it.
Exactly. It's about bringing everyone along on the journey, and that's where the human element is so important. The coaching, the community.
Right. It all
Yeah.
ties together. It really seems like this boot camp is addressing a real need in the franchise world. I can see how this could be a game changer.
It is. It's not just about keeping up. It's about gaining a competitive advantage, a good knowledge management system, a dynamic digital handbook. All that leads to better efficiency, stronger brand consistency, a more engaged franchise network.
And ultimately, a better bottom line.
Exactly.
It all comes back to growth. Scalability. A well-trained network is a huge asset for any business that wants to expand.
Couldn't agree more. When your franchisees have the information they need and the support they need, they're set up for success.
And their success fuels the growth of the whole system. Well, we've covered a lot today. AI-powered content, personalized coaching, the long-term impact of going digital. It's clear that Franchise for You has built something really comprehensive here.
They have.
It's more than just a digital handbook. It's about giving franchise owners the tools they need to build a better business, more sustainable, more scalable, more successful.
It is. They're not just digitizing information, they're changing how it's shared, how it's used.
And that's a powerful idea. For any franchise owner out there, imagine what you could do with a digital franchise handbook that's more than just a static document. It's a dynamic hub, powered by AI, constantly evolving, to meet the needs of your business. Think about how that would change your operations, your growth, your relationship with your franchisees. That's something to think about as you explore the possibilities of this program. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Bootcamp Wissensmanagement.